I used to dream about what she would look like. Used to think that when I met her, I would hear harps playing, a chorus singing, fill my heart as it took flight. She would take my long, stressful days and with a simple gaze transform them into distant memories in lieu of good nights. She would whisper goodnight. Looking up at me, I see her face as her head lie on my chest. My arm rests across the small of her back. My hand grasps her gently by her waist. The taste of her perfume would linger gently on my tongue. It came from previous kisses that bore witness to a love both possessed and professed, evidenced by the areas in which they were placed. She was dipped in grace. It was as if each movement was rehearsed, kinetic energy dispersed, and you can call it thirst, but I was enamored with her. You see, she was at her best when I was at my worst. Wasn't concerned how long this would last, forget the past, treated every moment like it was our first. We would converse without talking. All things were communication based in loving looks and subtle glances. She knew how to say I want you with two simple stances. In trance, this is how it's supposed to be. Longing to have her where she is most comfortable, I pull her close to me. Her body, it spoke to me, yet it never said a word. Yet the way her verbs vigilantly acted on my nerves, they were verbose to me. The urge took over me. I mean, we were talking without having a conversation. It was communication laced in gentle rubs and sweet caresses. A mental love enters us as she confesses. She undresses, shedding layers of clothing and years of self-loathing simultaneously. She presses close to me until I can feel her breathe. Our souls feed one another's intravenously. My shoulders bear the weight of her body and her burdens. I mean, who needs words when her eyes tell me everything I need to know? Her touch gives me everything I need to grow. Her love gives me everything I need and more. I used to wonder about the sound of her voice. Would it be delicate and she soft-spoken? So I'd spend my moments hoping that when I heard it, I would know when to open my heart and hands and allow her to go in. So then I listened with conviction, paid attention to every action and tried to decipher its intention, eagerly dissecting every conversation until I realized that when someone is meant to reside inside, they don't need an invitation. Verbal exchanges aren't necessary when you're speaking to the soul, when you're reaching into the whole of an emotion left desolate, and you decrease the deficit, that which exists when someone has taken the last piece of peace they had left and invested it in relationships that consist of conflicts and debates when it started with two people sharing the same wish. And now those same two people are unable to fathom how it ended with so much anguish. And then came this. And we decided that our form of communication was void of words. Rather, we preferred to speak each other's love language. There was no need to speak. Instead, open your hand and reach for me, because to us, nothing means as much as the way our bodies react to physical touch. Tight grips and gentle caresses, firm holds and tender kisses, but the best is when you and I are all alone. When subtle glances set the tone, you don't need to use words. I can decipher what you mean through muddled moans. She groans, knowingly resisting, wanting me to have her make them, inflict pleasurable pain until she says my name, followed with words of affirmation. Her concerns, I take them, place them deep within the recesses of my soul. She will no longer have to face them. My goal is to replace them with these moments, because I know she is needing this, and I'm a giver. So just lay back and receive these gifts. Baby, these lips, they were not made to speak, but rather to perform these acts of service. Nervous, because we always felt like we didn't deserve this. Yet now we're convinced that it wasn't that we didn't deserve love. It was just before this moment we are sharing together, it didn't deserve us. I used to wonder how this would feel. When people would say, when you meet her, you will know. I used to wonder if it was real. But now I'm willing to give it my all. No more walls or shields. For this I'm willing to die or kill. Be still, my beating heart. For this is where believing starts. You see, love was never blind. I just needed help changing the view. And with every question and apprehension laid to rest, I have no problem saying it's true. I have no issue saying I do, because I finally have the one thing that alleviated all wonder and made my soul's reality feel more than any dream could ever make it do. I no longer have to wonder what I've been missing, because I realize now that it's you. It's you.